Hey, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Eddie Hill, the White Oak, Pennsylvania toy collector, and today we'll be reviewing the Combiner Wars Legends class Huffer. And this is an old school figure from the era of Transformers Combiner Wars. And this is probably my third Huffer I own in my collection. I got this from Rossi's for only $10. I can't beat that price. But it's a worthwhile figure for what I paid for it. And he's a little, semi-truck like Optimus Prime. He's a semi-truck. But once it gets down to a minute, we're going to look at the figure himself. Give you a little bio on Huffer. He is the most wimpiest Autobot in the history of Autobots. We're not fighters like they are, Prime. Literally what he sounds like. But yeah, he's a cool looking little semi-truck bot. But now, it's been a minute. Let's look at Huffer in his vehicle mode. His vehicle mode is really well done. It's a remold of Nemesis Prime and Optimus Prime from Thrillin' 30s, which I don't own Optimus, but I do own Nemesis. But yeah, this vehicle mode is pretty well done. He's also been remolded into Pipes from Combiner Wars, was also Pipes, but I don't own that figure yet. But to show you, Huffer rolls very well for a little Autobot. And his gun can go on top for storage if you want. We're going to leave the gun off to the side, which I do a lot, as you can see. But now for comparisons. Here he is with the Power Core Combiners Huffer. So you can see he's like more of a Michael Bay style Huffer, and he's a bit longer than Combiner Wars Huffer. Here he is with Kingdoms Huffer, more G1 accurate and a little bit bigger compared to Combiner Wars Huffer. So now let's get down to transforming this little Huffer figure. Since I own Nemesis, it's a very simple figure to transform. As you can see, I love this little guy. But yeah, split his arms out like so, rotate them like so. You're going to disconnect the grill section, which can be a little bit tricky. You got to get in there with your fingers. There we go. Come on. Admit the grill section is the most hard part of the figure, and his legs pop out of the socket joints real easy. Always handle that with care. Come on. Ah, got it. He's a little bit tight on my copy. I'm going to state that he's really tight. But now, let's reconnect his other leg. And we work on getting his head out once we split his grill, his truck windows. Going to flip out his head. I'm going to use the gun to flip out his head, which is a nice little trick to flip out a robot mode head for a Combiner Wars Huffer. And that technique always works with these types of figures, making it easy to get the rest of the way transformed. And now we record this to his back, and there we go. We got Combiner Wars Huffer ready, transformed. And he is definitely my favorite little Huffer figure. He looks well for a Legends class figure. He looks amazing. I'm definitely glad to own this guy. I wanted to own him for a long time, but never picked him up. I regretted it. I do own Windcharger. I own Bumblebee. Well, Titans Return Bumblebee. But I own Brawn. And all these Legends bots are pretty good. And these figures are definitely worth the money. The only one I don't own now is probably, for the Autobots, I don't own Pipes, which is a remold of Huffer. But now we're going to compare him with the Power of the Primes. Not Power of the Primes, but Power Core Combiners Huffer. So you can see the difference between this one and the more G1 accurate Huffer. And I love Huffer. He's my favorite little semi-truck bot, mini bot. He's definitely up there with my boy Optimus Prime. He is definitely a cute little looking Autobot. But now, we nearly got Huffer transformed. Power Core Combiners Huffer. If I ever get some Power Core Combiners, we're definitely going to combine him on the shelf, and he'll look cool. But here he is next to his other self. which is still pretty cool. I have him in my Michael Bay collection because he's Michael Bay inspired. But now let's transform his, Kingdoms Huffer to compare for the last Huffer review for the week. And then before we end this week of almost have this week done, we're going to do a how many Huffer figures do I own in my collection as of 2026. And you're going to be surprised on how many I own. But yeah, Huffer is very simple to transform, no matter what version. Combiner Wars is probably the most simple one. Kingdoms is very simple once you get used to it. I love that little figure. For Legends class from, Combiner Wars, it's very fun and simple. I do admit he's tight in places, but what isn't tight nowadays? Give Huffer his arm shield. Once I get it pegged into his arm. It's like a weird claw shield. I think I'm just going to put it on his back for storage because this thing just does not like stay on. Or just put it right there. It'll work right there. Let's see. Come on. There we go. That works right there. And now give him his gun once I assemble it back into the gun. And it's a weird looking shotgun. So yeah. This one's got a shotgun and Classic Huffer's got a little laser rifle. And the other one's got a laser shotgun. Is a Combiner Wars Legends class Huffer worth adding to your collection? If you can get him for $10, he's worth the money. I don't regret picking this guy up. He's a lot of fun. He's simple. Articulation. He's really well done with our articulation in the elbows and ball joints, which I love the ball joints. I wish more figures nowadays had ball joints and hinges. Shame the head didn't have a ball joint, but it is what it is. I will admit. But yeah, his head does get stuck a lot. So, but this guy is definitely worth $10. And if you look very closely, there's one final detail we have to show off. His little Autobot insignia hidden in his chest. I'm definitely going to be keeping this guy in my collection for a very long time. So if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please make sure to like. Please make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And this has been Eddie Hill's review of Transformers Legends Class Combiner Wars Huffer. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Eddie Hill, moving on and rock out YouTube land.